Sam Schechner's going to join us. And Sam, great story this morning. We watched Apple revolutionize the computer business, the music business, the cell phone business, the retail business, the movie business. Is it going to do television next?
Well, that's their goal. And I think that the media companies that control the big TV networks are in a pretty big dilemma. They, on one hand, think, gee, all these new technologies like the ones that Apple's talking about could help them make more money, could wring more dollars out of consumers, out of advertisers. On the other hand, they worry it'll happen too quickly and will undermine the way they make money now. $150 billion through traditional TV providers, traditional TV advertising. And it's unclear if they're going to, get on board or not.
Sam, is the power of Apple's brand so convincing to consumers that they're willing to change basic habits like TV watching?
I mean, I think that's also another big test that Apple's going to face. They have been having meetings with big media companies to outline this vision of the way they imagine people will change their behavior. Taking little devices, throwing video to one screen, then you get on the train, you continue watching elsewhere, and that should be something that really makes the media companies want to jump on board. That's not been traditionally the way people consume their content.
Yeah, well, the little Apple TV platform that's out there now has actually been pretty popular. We get a lot of views for the show over that platform, but that's only a step in the direction that they want to go in.
And
now.
Presumably those are just early adopters as well. You're talking about really changing, big parts of the country, or a lot of people who really aren't that comfortable with technological change.
Well, I think one of the big sells to the media companies is an implicit threat. You have something like the Wall Street Journal on there as an app in the root level.
Yeah.
Is that the new channel that you turn to as opposed to one of these traditional TV channels? Apple's saying you want to get on this train now while you can.
Well, and the key, Neil, you say it's early adopters, but the key is to make it as simple as they made the phone and the iPad. I don't think people particularly care what pipe or what method their television comes to them from. It can come over the internet, it can come through the cable. The question is it easy to find what you want, lots of great content?
No, I think you're absolutely right. And that's behind my question to Sam at the beginning is, you've got these forces, you've got people doing things a certain way for a long time, and then the power of that brand, which is, as you said before, a transformative power that really I don't think any other consumer electronic brand has ever had.
Well, and people have tasted it, right? I mean, people have used the iPad, they've used the iPhone, and they've had this sort of moment of, oh, it could be different, and I kind of like it. And so that little flavor could translate to television. In these early meetings with the media companies, one of the things that Apple has talked about is that future generations of the devices they're going to put out are going to behave differently. They're going to use voice, they're going to use motion to control them.
Siri. Siri, what am I watching tonight?
Siri-esque for sure. And that could be a much more elegant way to browse content, but it might not have the live programming that certainly some sports stuff that a lot of consumers want.
It's a great story to watch, Sam. Thanks a lot.